What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Footballsportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live-action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go. Hour number 2. Brought to you by footballsportsapp.com. I'm telling you, before our football party Sunday fills up, man, you need to get down and go and check out the video. Register now, again, at footballsportsapp.com. Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. The 2 fantasy leagues that I'm affiliated with, the Doug Stewart Show Football League, as well as the 2 Live Stews League, which we've had for like 15 years, are all set and ready to go. We're going to do a weekly fantasy football league for the show on DraftKings. So that's going to be big. And then this is also going to be big too, man. Go to footballsportsapp.com. Check out the video. Register now. Again, and also, man, there's an affiliate type part of this as well, where you can make some money just by telling people, your friends and your social media network, to download this app. They download the app. You can actually make some money. It's crazy, man. Real big technology. I'm telling you, it's going to be huge. Go to footballsportsapp.com. Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. It is hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. Talking about 1993. That's the year. If this is the first time that you've ever listened to the show, every day we have a different theme. And so Monday we have Man Talk Monday, which is basically kind of like a recap. We give ballers and busters to people and sports, entertainment, and beyond from the weekend. Tuesday we have Tribute Tuesday, where we pay particular homage to a particular artist on Tribute Tuesday. Wednesday is my favorite day of the week, man. Woman Wednesday. Shut up, it is. Shut up. A lot of people, there's a very big controversy about Women's Wednesday, but we don't even need to worry about that if you're new. And Thursday, which is today, we got Throwback Thursday, where we talk about a particular year. And Friday, every Friday, even when it's not in season, it's a fantastic, freaky, funky football Friday, baby. Yes, sir. We always talk football around here. I'm going to get to some football talk here in a second. So stay tuned for that. But let me read some of your messages in the chat room. Or actually, before I read more messages in the chat room, and I always try to read messages in the chat room, let me talk about what the big TV shows were back in 1993. The 10th, I'm going to give you the top 10. Number 10 was Thunder Alley. Number 9 was Murder, She Wrote. Number 7 was, number 8 was Murphy Brown. Number 7 was Frasier. Number 6 was Coach. Number 5 was Grace Under Fire. Number 4 was Roseanne. Number 3, Seinfeld. Number 2, Home Improvement. And the number 1 TV show back in 1993, and I can tell this is during the era where I was really hitting them clubs hard. As I mentioned, I had just graduated from college, so I was 22 years old at the time, maybe 23, because I actually was on that 5-year plan after I transferred from one college to the next. And also, I was 18 years old when I graduated high school, that whole birthday late thing. So I was probably like 23 in 1993, and I've never seen, outside of 60 Minutes, with everybody and their mama seen 60 Minutes, which is always going to be the number 1 show as far as viewers. Outside of 60 Minutes, man, I never watched any one of those shows. Now, later on, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, don't boo me because I never watched them damn shows. I was out in them streets hard. Later on, I started watching Seinfeld and syndication. I love Seinfeld, but at the time that it was on, man, I used to flip past some damn Seinfeld, and like I never understood what all of the fuss was about Seinfeld. I wasn't watching that damn show. And the show is actually pretty good, man. So those are the top 10 TV shows back in 1993. From Vince Wright, he says Grizz's favorite movie is Pretty Woman. Probably, bruh. Grizz is a great guy too, man. We just see things, a lot of things, very different. I think he's kind of misguided on a lot of things. When you're trying to, not to diss somebody, a family member, they're still family. Let's just put it like this. I think the Grizz is misguided on a couple of things. That's it, a couple of issues. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's young. He's a greenhorn. Like, I think he said something the other day about how, and I meant to talk about this. He's not the only person that said this, but we were talking about the cannabis and LL Cool J battle beef back in the day. The Grizz said that cannabis won that. And a couple of y'all agreed with him. A couple of y'all agreed with him in the chat room, and I guess that's your opinion, but that's not the case. LL absolutely ethered cannabis with the Ripper's back. I mean, cannabis was never seen again for 25 years. How could cannabis win the damn battle if his career was over? I mean, he's officially like the first, maybe MC Shan before him, but he's one of the few people that when he finished a rap battle, we never heard from him again. Like he was on the side of a milk carton. And so the Grizz, said something about, cannabis won that rap battle, which once again points back to the fact that he's a greenhorn. Like the Grizz, when that whole battle was going down, the Grizz was probably like 4 years old. He don't know. Bless his heart. Shouts out to the Grizz coming on today on SME. We can agree to disagree on a lot of things. That's still my fault. That's my fault. From Robbie the Snitch, he says Ric Flair was just at Falcons practice. He was invited by one of the players. I don't know if Robbie's talking to somebody in the chat room that didn't know the backstory on Ric Flair and that whole conversation. But, yeah, we talked about that on the show this week. The Nature Boy was at Falcons training camp yesterday, gave his little end of the games, in the practice speech, and did his old classic kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding. And these Gators are so, oh my gosh, I love Rick, man. One of the 5 greatest white men in the history of the world, Ric Flair. Yeah, yeah. One of the five. I think we've done that top five before, the five greatest white men in the history of the world. I think Ric Flair might have been number one on my list, followed closely by Arthur Fonzarelli from Happy Days. Oh, I mean Henry Winkler. You know what I mean. The Fonz, Henry Winkler. I think the Fonz might have been number two. I can't remember what the rest of my list is right now. Maybe we'll do that again. From RC. Now, don't get it twisted. Stone Cold Steve Austin was very popular, but Flair was the best to ever do it. Oh, yeah, I never said Stone Cold wasn't big. Like, if I had to do top five wrestlers as far as popularity of all time, Stone Cold might be five. And you know, a lot of it's media-driven. And to be honest with you, the thing about wrestling, if you know anything about wrestling, and I am saying wrestling with an A, not E. You know, wrestling with an A is much different than wrestling with an E. But the thing that makes wrestlers big and makes them legendary is their shtick, is their mouth, is what they say behind a microphone. I mean, they could be a good wrestler. I mean, how the whole thing's, choreographed. So, I mean, you can't really go on that, how good of a wrestler you are. I mean, the whole thing's scripted. What makes a wrestler great is what they say and how hyped they are and how, frantic or they get people, in the audience. And, man, nobody had a better mouthpiece than the Nature Boy Ric Flair, man. Nobody. That's why I would put him ahead of Hulk Hogan. I would put him ahead of Hulk Hogan. Now, I think that history will say that Hulk Hogan is probably the biggest name in wrestling, but Hulk Hogan wasn't, nowhere in the conversation as far as, a guy behind the microphone and trash talker, and had a shtick. Like Hulk Hogan's shtick was ripping off his damn shirts and calling somebody a stupid ass Hulkamaniac or whatever. Man, I'll pull up some Ric Flair clips. I think I got a Ric Flair clip in the memory bank here. In the data bank here. And man, Ric Flair was the greatest showman behind the microphone in the history of wrestling, or at least in the last 50 years. It's not even close. The Nature Boy. And then the Grizz talk about, all he remembers is Ric Flair getting beat up. Man, go back and look at some video. And you know what? That's what... And this isn't all directed at the Grizz. But maybe somebody posted it in the Doug Stewart Show chat room yesterday, in the chat group on Facebook. It was this rapper, man. I don't even know who the rapper is. And, we always have this conversation about how garbage these rappers are today. And the guy was in studio with this DJ, and I guess the DJ, whenever you come in studio with him, he puts on a beat and you freestyle to the beat. And the DJ was like, man, we about to put this beat on. We gonna see what you gotta do. You could tell the DJ was kind of combative to the rapper, and he knew that the guy was trash. And the rapper was like, hey, dude. He sounded like he was British or something. Or maybe he was from Decatur. He's like, hey, dude, if you put on one of those old raps, I'm not gonna rap to that, dude. I'm not gonna rap to one of those old rapper rap beats. And the DJ was like, man, we gonna put these beats on, and if you trash, we gonna tell the world you trash. And sure enough, the DJ put on the beat, and the dude mumbled a couple of things incoherently. You couldn't understand a word he was saying. Panda, something stupid like that. And that was the end of the video. So that's what I'm talking about when we talk about old school. You gotta really have somebody that's been there from the beginning of time. And hip-hop, and the same discussion with wrestling. How you gonna put Stone Cold ahead of no damn Ric Flair? You're not old enough. My man, Grizz the Greenhorn. Right. Ooh, we got